everyone, I'm Heba and welcome back. In this video, I like to do a get ready with me using a couple of the products that were in my Beautylish Lucky Bag. And I did a video unboxing that Lucky Bag and I'll link it down below so you can see everything that I got in there. But the ones that I'm going to use today is this palette by Natasha Denona, the Zendo palette. I want to use this. And the face brush set that I got from Unit. So I'm going to use this too. I'm going to also use some new products that I got and a couple of my favorites. Let me show you the new products I'm going to use. I got this primer by Hourglass. It's the new Vanish Airbrush Primer. So I want to try this one. I do love the one by Sisley. That one's going to be hard to give up, but let's just try this one and see what it does. I got this concealer by Lancome. A couple of y'all mentioned this concealer, and it's the Tinted All Ultra Wear All Over Concealer, so I'm going to try this concealer. I also love the one by Sisley, so we'll see how that one compares to it. And I got some powder blushes from Givenchy, the Prisma Libra blush, and another powder by Givenchy, but this is the face powder, the Prisma Libra Finishing and Setting Powder, and I got this, so I want to try that. And I believe this was in my empties videos when I mentioned if y'all had any suggestions on eyeshadow primers. A couple of y'all did mention this one by Smashbox, the 24-hour photo finish eyeshadow primer. So I got this and let's try that. And the rest will be my favorites like the foundation from Guerlain and the rest of my makeup. But first let's talk about this palette from Natasha Denona, the Zendo palette. And I believe this one came out almost a year ago. Maybe around May, I believe. Last spring. But this is a warm and cool tone palette inspired by an ambience where nature meets minimalist architecture. A mix of elements that conveys peacefulness and tranquility. The eyeshadows include a range of brown, beige to pink and coral shades, complemented with teal, mint, and green hues. So the 15 shades are all new and they kind of represent, just like the name, Zen, just in a peacefulness. And believe me, at this point in life, I think we need a little Zen. For me, I need to be in that Zen place. I do. And this palette costs $65. And let's go ahead and do some live swatches here. The first one is Mindful, which is a cream to powder, and it's a medium cinnamon. This one looks very creamy, and I think that this will be a great one shade and done all over the lids. The next one is Luster, and it's a bronze gold metallic. Balance is a light medium caramel creamy matte. Flow is a metallic medium silver blue teal. Oops, I went a little close to Balance, but that's beautiful. Mantra is a medium greenish teal cream powder. Next row is Orange. It's a medium golden orange red, and it's a duochrome. Vigor, which is a creamy matte, and it's a medium muted red coral. Relief is another creamy matte. It's a light medium pink coral. Well, I'm kind of bunching up the swatches here. Equilibrium, which is a metallic medium dark silver teal. Oh, that one's beautiful. Breath, which is a cream powder pastel mint. And we all need to take a breath every now and then. Take a deep breath. I can see the mint in this shade. Let's go to the bottom row with Sense, and this is a pink copper metallic. Tranquil, a light warm rose metallic. Calm is a pastel peach creamy powder. Yama, which is a duochrome, a light peach bronze with green reflex. I see this one more as a duochrome than this one, Aura. And the last one, Zeal, which is a creamy matte, a dark dusty army green. And then here are the swatches in the Zendo palette. I did a search to see what was the elements of life. And what I found is there are 5 elements of life and 5 elements of nature. And I think this one is the 5 elements of nature, which is water, fire, metal, wood, and earth. Of course, this is the water here. I can see some fire, the metal with this gold shade. Also over here for the wood, and pretty much everything for earth. I did ask my makeup consultant what look he wanted me to use with this palette, and he kind of went for this side, so we're going to go for the water side. Let me go ahead and prime my eyes using this one by Smashbox. Again, it's the 24-hour photo finish eyeshadow primer. This costs $22, and it's a vegan, cruelty-free eyeshadow primer that locks on shadow and maximizes color vibrancy for 24 hours. This is a little thick coming out. It's kind of like a nude paste there. My favorite one is the one by Hourglass. And that one is a little bit more liquidy, I guess you could say, than this one. But this one did spread out very nice. I see a little bit of color on my lids. It is a little thick coming out. I know that's going to be a little bit too much. So you need to be careful with that when you spread it out because it is a little bit thick. Since I am going to use a lot of the water shades, I do need to warm it up, and I'm going to use Balance, this light medium caramel shade. And I'm going to use that in my crease for a transition. And let's put it on top of the Smashbox primer. I do love the face primer by Smashbox. Love that primer. So I'm glad that y'all mentioned this, that they do have an eyeshadow primer. Didn't know that. Either I did a long time ago and I just completely forgot about it. But so far this is applying very nicely. It's not dragging the brush. And of course I do know her eyeshadows, they are beautiful. So I don't have to worry about that. Let's go into this shade that I'm a little nervous about. It's this one, Mantra, which is a medium greenish teal. Let me just pack that on the outer corner. And I am using a fluffy brush here. This one is by Chikuhodo and it's the blending brush. You know, let me go in with a flat shader brush. Let me do that. I'm gonna use the Sonia G. Let's see, this is the Jumbo Blender. I see it as a jumbo flat shader brush. I'm going back into Mantra, really pack that on. Kind of bring that to the center of my lid. Also kind of bring that out to the outer corner. That is a pretty teal shade, and I thought it would look a little dirty on me, but so far I can see the tealness of the shade. These two shades look very nice together too. Now let's go for a little equilibrium. Dark silver teal, and yeah, that's beautiful. And let's place that in the center of my lids and bring that out. Wow, this is very pigmented. It does look like water. Ooh, I like that. Go back in with the first brush and just blend out that crease. So look a little smoother. Let's go into this shade Flow, which is a medium silver blue teal. And let's place that in the inner corner, just a little bit. It does bring out the silver in here. Now I'm going to go in with Refer number 20, and I'm going to go in with this shade Breath, which is the pastel mint shade. So let's take a deep breath as I try to use the shade in the inner corner. I do yoga, so I do like to take those deep breaths and kind of hold it right when the last inhale, hold it for a few seconds and then breathe it all out. And there's just something about that breath that just cleanse everything out. I think this one, this matte shade, will pop this look, especially in the inner corner. Let me go in with Flow and just kind of bring those two shades together there. Yeah, that looks better. To make it look a little gradient where there's no lines in between. I looked up and my camera wasn't working, and what I did is I went back into Mantra and I used the Yano series number 6 because of the pointiness of this brush. Hope you can see that, the pointiness of it. I very gently dipped the pointiness of this brush and just kind of pinpointed it where I want to be to hopefully give me that elongated eye effect. And that's what I love about these brushes, is because of that pointy end. And it lays the color there very nicely. And if you push just a little bit more, you can blend it out. I hope that elongated my eye a little bit. I don't know. Now let's go in with the bigger brush, the number 6, with no product on it, and just blend everything out there on the top. Alright, let me clean underneath my eyes, and I didn't see any fallout with any of these shades. Since I wipe underneath my eyes, I always feel like I'm taking away moisture, so I always like to add moisture back. And this is by The Ordinary, and it's just rose hip seed oil, so it doesn't look so dry whenever I put concealer or foundation or whatnot underneath my eyes. Now let's go into this primer by Hourglass, and I do like the Mineral Veil Primer, I believe that's what it's called, but this one is the Airbrush Primer. It's in a nice glass bottle with the typical Hourglass colors. So this is a translucent primer. It gives you a fresh, lightweight gel cream texture to create a soft, focused, natural matte finish that looks airbrushed. Also helps blur imperfections, minimize pores, and absorbs excess oil. You get 1 ounce of product in here, and this costs $56. Let's see what it looks like. It comes in a white cream. Not much of a smell, kind of clean. Oh, it feels nice on the skin. Absorbs good. You see any blurriness there? I do see it translucent. I don't see any added color to my skin. Now let's go in with the concealer by Lancome. Tinted Dull Ultra Wear All Over Concealer. I'm just going to use it underneath my eyes. It comes in a pretty glass bottle like so. This one cost $29, and I did get it in the shade, let's see, 420, I believe. Yes, 420, and this one does have 20 shades in this concealer. So this is a lightweight, full coverage concealer. Gives you a natural matte finish with no creasing or caking. Oh wow, that's a big doe foot applicator. Oh, okay, it's kind of bouncy, the doe foot applicator, but here's shade 420. It's maybe a little dark, but we'll try it. I'm just gonna put a little bit in the inner corner. Well, no, I think it's a good color. I don't think it's too dark. Let's use the concealer brush by Sonia G and just kind of blend that out. Ooh, not bad. I do need to put a little bit more here in the inner corner. I just got the Sisley concealer, and wow, I love that concealer. But a couple of y'all did mention this concealer, and yeah, I think the shade looks good. I think I was looking at 360. I think if I went with that one, it would have been light. So I think 420 is a good shade. Let me just put a little bit more here. You know, this time let me use my finger. Let me try it that way. Okay, I think I like spreading it out with my finger. I am kind of seeing that it is emphasizing my wrinkles on this side, but let's just see how it plays out. All right, now let's get into the face brushes. Finally could use one of these. And for the foundation, I believe 304 is the foundation brush. These are all synthetic bristles. This one is a flat paddle brush. And the handle is made out of bamboo with orange lacquer on top. The set costs $91, and if you buy them separately, they'll still equal $91. So you're not getting a break when you get the set. And the foundation brush is $14 by itself. And they do say that it does kind of mimic the Fude brushes, the Japanese brushes, like the Chikuhodo, Koyudo, and even some of the Sonia G bristles, but it's synthetic. So let's go in with my favorite foundation. This is by Guerlain. It's the Lace and Shell Glow Foundation, and I'm almost finished with it. I don't know if you can see the line here. I don't know if you can see through it, but holding it up against the window, it's like right there. So I'm almost done. Oh, and this is in the shade 45N. And what I like to do is use a little bit of 45N and mix it with 5N, just a little bit darker. And since we're not in the summer, I'm just gonna use just a little bit and apply it to my face here. Now, will I get another foundation of this? Yes, I will, but I just want to kind of finish a little bit more of the other foundations that I'm using. But I love this foundation by Guerlain. I do have it in the deeper shade, and I also have 45N in the matte version of this foundation. So I'll probably use that one and mix it with this. So let's see this foundation brush, see how it works. Okay, some bristles are coming out. Okay, not bad. Not bad. Spread it out very nice. What do you think? Love this foundation. It does give you a nice glow without making you look too oily. Now the foundation over the primer, it's not bad. I do see a little bit of a blurriness happening right here with my pores. It's not sinking in my pores, but so far so good. For underneath my eyes, I'm going to go back in with Balance. Putting blue will just be a little bit too much for me. Just place that underneath. Bring that up. Now let's go into Mantra and just place that in the outer corner of my eye. So what I'm going to do is do my brows, do my liner and mascara, and do my hair, and I'll come back and finish with the rest of the makeup. So yeah, let me go ahead and do that, and I'll be right back. Let me show you what I use for my brows and eyes, and let's go with the brows. This is by Chantecaille. This is in the shade Oak Brown. Love this. And then I went in with this brow gel by Suku. I believe this is in shade 01. Kind of tint my gray hairs there. And y'all know I love black eyeliner, but I went with the nude, the one by Essence. Place that in my waterline, and it does make my eyes pop. There are times when I need to step away from the black liner and use the nude one, and this is $3 by Essence. Love it. And this is in the shade Silky Nude. And then I use this liquid liner for my top lash line by Sisley. Really do like this one now. And for mascara, another product by Sisley. This is the Ultra Stretch, and then I top it off with the Lancome Miss Your Big. Love doubling up my mascara. Now let me bronze my face and go in with this brush by Units, the 301, and it's the bronzer brush. Another soft brush, and here's the side view, so it's kind of bunched up here and wider here, and it just flares out. It's very soft. This one by itself costs $20. And let's go in with my favorite bronzer. It's in the Ambient Powder, the Ambient 3 Powder by Hourglass. Let me go in with this center shade. I did pick up some. Let's bronze up my forehead there, and my jowls. Try to hide that as much as possible. All right, it applied the color very nicely. There is a 303. It's more of an angle brush, a little bit more compact and dense. And this one's called the Sculpt brush. Let me go back into that bronzer and see if I can sculpt my nose. Just to see if I can make it a little thinner. Okay, for blush, I did see these. It's a powder blush by Givenchy. I was kind of intrigued with it. First, I bought the powder, and I noticed that they carry the blush. Keep mixing that up with blushes and brushes here. You can only find this at Feel Unique, and this cost $38 British pounds 50. And they always have coupon codes. And what this is, it's a powder and it has 4 different shades. And the one that I'm going to use is the 6, and it's the Flannel Rubis. I believe that's how you pronounce it. There's the name of that. Also got number 5, Opaline Violin. I believe that's how you say it. And then here's number 5 with the 4 shades. I also picked up the number 3, Bois Coral, I believe that's how you say it, but I think I'd like to go with this rosy berry shade with this look. So here's the packaging, and it does have a mirror at the top so you can use it. I think it's going to get dirty real quick. It does come with a buff, and when you take off the lid, you can see the 4 colors right there. So I'm assuming you just tap some into the lid and just use your brush from there. Let me take this little plastic thing off. There is a little bit of powder on the sticky cover. I'm going to put that on my hand. Give a little bit of a swatch. No, you can't see the swatch. That didn't work out very well, did it? This is going to be kind of hard to swatch. Let me put the lid back on. Let me tap it upside down. Oh, I think I tapped too much. Oh my goodness, that's what it looks like. So you can see all 4 colors kind of mixed in. Let me see if I can swatch it on my hand. So this one is 6. This is more of a coral shade, huh? I think that's too much of a corally shade. So let me go in with number 5. I thought number 6 would be a better match, but let's see number 5. Not going to tap that much this time. And there's number 5. I think that's more of the look I want. These are very vibrant blushes here, but yeah, I think this will be more of the look that I want. I can see that this will be a mess, but I want to try a powder blush. So I'm going to go in with a 306, and they call it the bronzer blush brush. Let's just use whatever is left over on my lid, tap off the excess, and let's see how this would work. Or did I tap off too much? Don't see much on my cheeks there. Okay, there it is. But this did blend out very nicely there. I know it's a little too much. It's still a little too much. Let me wipe my brush off. All right, I wiped off as much as I can and just kind of blend that out. Alrighty there. I'm not doing good with blushes lately, huh? And I'm wiping it off as much as I can and going back in to blend. Going with the 305, and they call this one the highlighter, and let's go in with this one by Hourglass, and this one's $12, and the one that I just used for the blush, this one's also $12. The bronzer was $20, sculpting was $15, and the foundation was $14. So let's go with the highlighter. I'm not going to use that much. Let's go in with powder. This is another one by Givenchy, and I did try this a couple of times. This is number 5, Popeline Mimosa. This one does come bigger than the blush. You can see there. And here are the 4 shades in the number 5 powder. So this is a finishing and setting powder, and this costs $58. And it's a 4-in-1 color correcting, weightless, mattifying, loose setting, and finishing powder. So I have a picture here. You have 2 shades that corrects, a blue and a purple tone. A shade that gives you radiance and a shade that unifies the skin tone or evens the skin tone. It's kind of hard to see the 4 shades in here because it does get messy. Very finely milled. Wow. Very soft and silky. And here's the powder there, number 5. And let's use the 302 powder brush by Units and tap off. Oh, it does have a perfumey smell there. Well, let me just do one side first. It is kind of mattifying there. Okay, so this side has powder, this side no powder. I did go a little bit over here, but not much. It is mattifying. Again, this side with powder, this side no powder. I have to say I'm not too crazy about the smell. It does have that perfumey scent, but let's see here. Yeah, it does mattify there. And the brush is very soft too. All right, not bad. For lips, I'm going to use the lipstick by Chanel. It's a liquid lipstick in the shade 113. I believe it's Chic Rosewood. I believe it's 113. I think it's 112. It's so small, I can't read it, but of course everything will be linked down below for you guys. Let me line my lips with this one by Lisa Eldridge. This is in the shade Affair. And with the Chanel liquid lipsticks, you have one side the liquid lipstick and the gloss. And let me tell you, this lipstick stays on all day. So what you do is you apply the liquid lipstick and you let it sit for a minute. Just kind of sit there with your mouth open. But this is a very pretty rosewood shade. So I let that sit. Let me swatch it for you. So here's the Chanel liquid lipstick, and this is the lip pencil. Okay, I'm going to apply the lip gloss now. All right, and here is the finished look. Let me fluff up my hair a little bit. There you go. Okay, let's go through. Now the eyeshadow, I mean, it's Natasha Denona, and this is a nice look. It's not bad. I have to say that the metallic shade is not very metallic-y, and the matte shade Breath in the inner corner, that did just kind of make it pop. Probably could have put a little bit underneath my eyes. You know what? Let me try that. Let me just try putting a little bit. I know I'm going to pay for it with my eyes watery. Let me just put that there. That's not bad. All right, that made my eyes pop a little bit more. Not bad. I know my eyes are gonna get watery soon, but glad I did it at the end instead of right after I did my eyes. But yeah, this is a beautiful palette, and I think my husband will like this look that he picked. Oh, and the shade Mantra that I put in the outer corner, really do like it. You can see that it is a teal, didn't muddy up, didn't make it look dirty, and it blended very nice with balance. The other product that I got in the Beautylish Lucky Bag, the brush set, it's not bad. It's not bad. You can get these separately, and probably the one that I won't use the most is probably this one for sculpting. You know what? I take that back. Maybe I can use this one for a cream blush. Maybe that might work because these are synthetic bristles and that will work with cream products. Foundation brush, it did spread out my foundation very nicely. Powder, blush, highlighter, they all worked very nice. And if you wanted to get these separately, these are not a bad price. I'm really glad that these were in my Beautylish Lucky Bag. The primer, not bad from what I could see. This is just first time to try it. And the concealer, I am seeing a little bit of emphasizing of the lines there just from the first time to use this one. But I do like the color and it doesn't look cakey like the Chanel concealer does. The blushes, these are pretty. You do have to go very light-handed with it because they are pigmented, but they blend into the skin very nicely. Doesn't look powdery, doesn't look cakey. And the same with the powder. The powder, not bad. It is blurring my pores. Did kind of mattify a little bit, and it's not looking powdery or cakey or anything like that too. The only thing is the scent. It smells a little perfumey to me, but it dissipated real quick. Oh, and the eyeshadow primer. Not bad. Not bad. It's not creasing. Of course, this is just maybe 30 minutes to an hour after I applied it. I do like the color of this primer. Let's see here. I think that is all the new things that I tried. But all in all, I think this is a pretty look. And I want to show you the lipstick dried down on my hand. So this lipstick will stay on my lips for a long time. I hope you stuck it to the end because I'm having a giveaway. In my Beautylish Lucky Bag, there are also other products in there that I didn't use because I want to save it for this giveaway. I did get a lip pencil and a lip gloss from Wayne Goss in my Lucky Bag, and I'm sure y'all were wondering if you saw that video why I didn't use it, because I'm saving it for the giveaway. So here's the lip pencil and the High Shine Gloss. I believe that's the name of it. Yes. And the High Shine Gloss shade is Cherry Blossom, and the lip pencil is Natural Berry. Whenever they have white font on something like this, just can't see. One of y'all will also get the Herbivore Prism Serum and the Danessa Myricks Twin Flames. This you can use as an eyeshadow or highlighter, and it's in the shade Lust. I did get this one in my Lucky Bag. It's by Viseart, and it's the Petit Fours Lapis. This one's not going to be in the giveaway, but this one is. It's in the Bouillon shade. More neutral shades in this one. So I figured I'd throw that one in this giveaway too, and plus a whole bunch of other things in here too. So if you want to be in the giveaway, you need to, of course, like this video and be a subscriber and leave a comment down below. And what I want y'all to mention down below is just go ahead and say Beautylish. Yeah, because the products that are in the giveaway are from Beautylish. The giveaway will start when it goes live, and I'll let it run through, let's see here. I want to let this one go a little longer because we are going to a wedding, my nephew's wedding. So I want to announce the winner after that. Let's make it till March 7th, and I'll announce the winner on March 8th. Of course, I'll list everything down below, all the rules and regulations and dates and whatnot. So I hope you do check that out. So again, like this video, be a subscriber of this channel, and leave a comment down below, Beautylish. So I know that you want to be entered into this giveaway. Alright you guys, I hope you enjoyed this video of me using products from the Beautylish Lucky Bag. Some of the products, because the other products were in the giveaway. And using new products and my favorite products. I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, please give me a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button so you can see more videos like this and be entered into the giveaway. And you all have a wonderful, wonderful day, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.